Alright, here's another my friendship with topic, and this time I'm going to talk about me and my guy, Naydn Kim. Yep, former classmate of pre-calculus in Cypress College. He knows Russ, and I remember me and Naydn had a classmate that we were close with and, from pre-calculus, and I think that was Jess Deep. Really cool guy as well. We did some study times together for pre-cal. Was it pre-calculus? Excuse me, not pre-calculus. Calculus. I took pre-cal on my senior year, in high school. Senior year in high school, I took pre-cal. I took actual calculus with Naydn, and what's his name? And Jess Deep. Yeah, I just thought I threw his name out there because, he was always with me and Naydn when we were studying for quizzes or just exams in general, right? Me and Naydn met there. We started becoming close. I remember we watched the movie. What was it? The 9/11 Twin Towers movie. I forgot what the title was called, but it was about 9/11. So we watched that movie. I remember we watched it in Korean, and so we started developing our friendship. And like I said, he knows Russ as well. I wonder how those two met, because I know I met Russ in 2007. Now, me and Russ were not classmates at the time. But we always ran into each other every time I'm out of class, or just in between classes. Whenever I'm walking to my other class, or I'm just on lunch break or so, I would always run into him. So, and me and Russ actually, to this day, we're actually very close and good friends. You know what I mean? So, with Naydn, considering that me and Naydn were classmates, we're close, but we're not. I don't have the same. We're pretty close, but I think I'm just a lot closer with Russ, because me and Russ have hung out a whole lot. And considering that Russ introduced me to a lot of his friends that became my friends as well, like Dewey, like Neil, like Nick. Well, Nick, I wasn't even that close with him, even though he was part of some of our hangouts, mostly group hangouts. I never hung out with Nick one-on-one, but every time I saw him, he was always with Neil. Even before Neil officially became a nutballer, every time we saw Neil, he was always with Nick. And this is going back to 2013 and earlier, just before Neil's official first hangout with me without Nick, and that was late in 2014. That was the Mission Inn Christmas lights. But sorry to ramble off here. I'm close with Naydn too. Well, we've done some hangouts, but it wasn't the hangouts did not occur very often as I did with most of these other guys like Russ and Julio and Carlos. Now that we're doing breakfast only hangouts and some other things as well, right? There's that closeness with me and Naydn, and we definitely have a mutual understanding, unlike with me and Jesse. But it was this is one of the nicest brothers I've ever met. This is one of the most humble dudes. Yeah, he's married as well. I remember he invited me to his wedding. Was it way back in May of 2019, if I'm not mistaken? Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it that time. But of course, I've congratulated him. Even in advance, say, hey, congratulations on your marriage. And he's a married man, and obviously he lives in NorCal now. And I remember we did this. We did a multi-event, a multi-special event hangout with Naydn, right? It was what was it? It was after Thanksgiving. It was me, Dewey, Neil, Russ, and Naydn. We celebrate his birthday early, and we also did a very late Friendsgiving hangout. You know, Friendsgiving before Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving, or even a little after Thanksgiving. So we did a Friendsgiving and Naydn's early birthday hangout, since he was already going to be moving to NorCal. Where does he live? San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, he was already going to move like right at the beginning of December. So we did that. It was one of the best hangouts I ever had in 2023. It's just 2 years ago. And prior to that, me, Naydn, Neil, and Russ, we hung out at the Irvine Spectrum. Now, I've hung out with Naydn before at the Irvine Spectrum. That was, I'm trying to think if that was 2018 or 19. I'm gonna say it's 18. So I saw him over there, and yeah, dude, he's yeah. So we done some hangouts. We even ate at Baja Fresh or Senior Baja, I think. That's the one right close to in that plaza where Islands is in Fullerton. So yeah, man. Yeah, we definitely had a close friendship. You know, I remember we celebrated his birthday late / my early birthday, or let's just say my late birthday as well. At that King's Fish House. So, you know, our friendship is definitely stable even up to this day. I mean, the closest is definitely still there, even if we're very distant, right? You know, he's seen my worst. He has always been one of the most supportive dudes, and like, and every time I feel down and out, you know, his words are very detailed and strong and smooth, and you know, they're very touching, especially with a lot of what he said, like in the group chats as of recent, and even last year. You know, he's got some of the strong, he got some real strong touches on his words and his advices. I may cover one of his advices like one time when you know, when I you know, whenever I get a chance to. I might start covering some quotes maybe for the future, but let's just focus on this for now, and yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, for sure, me and Naydn's friendship is definitely going to be stable even in the long run. So I don't know when he's going to come down here. I'm hoping one day, you know, if that happens, you know, we can definitely just definitely do a get together, you know. But yeah, Naydn's one of those dudes definitely has seen and understood this worst shell of myself. You know, it's not very often do I find, you know, guys like him, and even enough baller friends, and you know, even just, or let's just go strictly from college, all right? You know, and Dario's a cool guy. He's very understanding. Naydn definitely one of the nicest brothers I've met. You know, it's not very often I'll ever find friends like that, friends like them, friends like Naydn. So definitely a very easygoing dude when we hang out, and you know, just having some real chill conversations, even when we go in groups, as a group. You know, our last two hangouts actually have been in groups. The last time him and I hung out one-on-one, I think it was in Fullerton. I could be wrong, but probably in Fullerton. So, you know, as much as I'm proud to say that, you know, there has never really been any friction, you know, any signs of any roughness, or any ups and downs I've ever had with this dude. And you know, I think he's just, again, one of the most easygoing friends to ever hang out with, talk with, even when I'm at my worst, right? You know, so friends like him, Neil, my boss, Russ, I mean, unless I annoy him to the extreme, but yeah, man. Every time I'm down and out, when Naydn sees it, he is out there just very strongly believing in me. He's one of the strongest believers of me. Like Russ, like Mari, you know. So yeah, man. I think that like a lot of his words out there, I think they're very touching, very strong, and so you know, I know it's a whole lot, but they're definitely worth listening to. So yeah, man. This is all I want to touch on as far as my friendship with Naydn. Great guy, man. He's never changed since, and even if we don't hang out very much, you know, he's still that nice brother that I know. And like I said, I hope that he'll come down here sometime whenever he gets a chance to, and we can definitely hang out with him, you know, once or twice. I would like it if it's twice. So he's not one of those guys who love, you know, who is all about K-pop like Mari is, or, you know, K-dramas. I don't know, man. But he is. But yeah, he's definitely one of the nicest dudes, and you know, I'm just glad that our friendship will always remain as stable and strong as it's ever been. You know what I'm saying? So although I have a much closer relationship with most, like all the other nutballer friends, you know, in Naydn, there's no denying that there's definitely a closeness in our friendship as well. So that's not going to change even in the long run. If anything, you know, I've called him before about what I'm going through, and you know, and he's heard me out many times, and even up to now with this ongoing chaos I'm going through in my outside life and even in my work life. So this is one of the most supportive friends I ever had, and so I just gotta thank him for that, and may our friendship just continue. And you know, that's just that, man. So let me know what you all think. Peace out.